So that wasn't good, but at least it looks like there's still a bit of relief for MULN Automotive stock at the moment. Hi again, everyone. I hope you're doing well. So Monday was brutal. We dropped 12 cents or 11% on the day, and this was a day which was going to be a way that we could gauge how the broader market was feeling about MULN Automotive, because the SSR had been triggered on Friday, which meant that short selling basically was blocked on market on Monday. So the fact that the stock still fell by quite a bit is a telling sign for how the broader market is seeing the stock. It looks like people are really camping out, waiting for some sort of major catalyst to, drive the stock up, whether that be some new deals through the MAEO with Lawrence Hodge, or more sales deals from the general Mullen group. It's just, like there's nothing coming from the company, and the fact that it still went down quite significantly without any short action hurts the stock. Now, one slightly silver lining of this is that the fact that the stock fell by over 10% again, it actually triggered the short selling restriction circuit breaker again.
Say what?
So that means short selling is actually going to be blocked tomorrow as well. So Tuesday we'll have no more short action as well. So it kind of gives the stock a little bit of breathing room to see if it wants to try and bounce or not. Very hard to say whether or not it will. Other news that was worth pointing out is that there was some 8K forms the other day that sort of talked about how MULN Automotive had to delay some of the cash that they were going to get for the selling of convertible D stock to the tune of $45 million. That's now being confirmed to be coming through in June, so that will help shore up their cash position. I don't know whether or not that $45 million had been factored into when they were listing that they were a going concern in their last set of financials. The fact that that had been delayed or not, I'm not sure if that contributed to it, but if it was considered, that means the company is actually going to be about $45 million better off. However, it's the sale of shares that were already planned to come, but it's going to add to a little bit of dilution for the stock. Now, one of the other concerns Mullen has, and I guess this is something that I haven't probably talked about as much as I should have, but they're obviously ramping up production in a number of vehicles and want to start producing a few other vehicles that they have in the pipeline. They've got quite an array of EV cars and that they are looking to market and sell. And, as you ramp up production in any of these, it is quite expensive. And I think this is another thing that is spooking the market. The fact that they have all these products and a few production facilities is great, but they also are a bit stung when it comes to having holdings of cash. So, and this is where they are a bit of a going concern, is that do they have enough cash to ramp up production in the vehicles that they've tagged to start production on this year in a meaningful way? So just to give you a bit of an example, one company which I kind of keep tabs on slightly is Lordstown Motors, and if anyone who follows that stock knows that they've really crashed out. And one of the big contributing problems that's happened to that company is, as they've ramped up production for their electric vehicle, the endurance pickup truck, it has really blown out their costs. Now, I'll put them up on here, but just look at the most recent quarter-over-quarter earnings for Lordstown Motors. This is a company that is ramping up production of a vehicle. They've got a few other problems as well, but just look at how much their losses are stacking up versus like what the market was expecting for the company. So Mullen is kind of facing a similar problem now that they are looking to ramp up production, and perhaps a more compounded problem in the sense that they have more vehicles in the pipeline than Lordstown Motors have. So it's just another thing to be aware of. Anyway, so look, obviously Monday was a very rough day. Sort of expected it, but probably wasn't expected to be that as rough as it was. But I think there is a little bit of breathing room heading into Tuesday, and we'll get a better reaction to the stock, because there's a good chance that what we saw on Monday was people who were just like tired of Mullen. There's a lot of ill sentiment towards the company at the moment, and those people who were holding long might have just been cashing out positions because they've wanted to wash their hands of Mullen. And you know what? It's, at the end of the day, it's your money. You need to make what you think is the right decision for you. And I think that might have been some of what we were seeing on Monday. So Tuesday, there is the chance that we could have a bit of a rebound because a lot of that selling has gone, but and there's going to be no shorting on Tuesday as well. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, let me know what you guys think is going to happen with Mullen going forward. Do you think the cash issue is going to be a persisting one as they look to ramp up production of several of their vehicles now? And do you think Tuesday we might actually finally see a little bit of relief in terms of how the stock's going? And if we do see some relief from the stock and, like, you know, a bit of a rebound, does that mean that the market is actually, you know, seeing the company a little bit more favorably than perhaps Monday suggests? Share it in the comments below. Till next time, everyone, the market's trading in your favor. Cheers.